true crime, great fun, all the time. It's a fun time. All right, that's my very bad theme song I'm working on. Let me know if you like it. Put it in the comments below. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't. If you like this, I would appreciate it. All right, so I am on my 12th case, I think. This is the Darrell Brooks sentencing. So Darrell Brooks was the guy who represented himself pro se, which meant speaking for oneself. And he was not deemed, I don't know if he ever said he was mentally incompetent. He had a public defender. He fired a public defender to represent himself and caused all kinds of havoc. Had to be like in a separate court system. I don't know, the judge bent over backwards. And I think it's kind of hard to appeal. When you represent yourself, you can't say like I had ineffective counsel, which he did have because he was ineffective. But yeah, he received, are you ready for this, on 60 counts of reckless. The crime was the Washtenaw, Wisconsin Christmas parade of last year. Let's see, recklessly endangering the safety of, there was a bunch of people there, so that was 60 counts. He was sentenced to 175 years for each count. That amounted to 762 and a half years, and that was of initial confinement, plus 305 years of extended supervision. Okay. And then on top of that, 6 life sentences. Yeah, so, just, over 1,000 years, give or take. Yeah, I'm sorry, only, 6 life sentences. How many hundreds of years are those? Whatever, he'll be in jail forever. Yeah. But it was very hard to watch. Personally, I couldn't watch it because he got out of control. He was yelling. It was just like, it was like having little things stuck under your fingernails watching him flip out. And every 5 minutes he said, like, he wouldn't answer to his name. And he told the judge, I'm a sovereign citizen. Look up, Google that shit. Hashtag Google that shit. Sovereign citizen. It was insane. Like, he doesn't even agree that the state, like, he wanted to know who was the state, what person. It was just, you guys, he needs to be in a mental institution, I think. Okay. I have another case that's like new. I won't be talking, I don't know if I'll be talking more about it because it's kind of strange because we don't know what's going on. But last week, or earlier this week, if we count this week, right, as like, I think it was Monday, there was a recruit in LA of LA sheriff recruits that were out running, and this SUV comes from the southbound lane, swerves into the northbound lane. It's like, it's daylight, about 6 a.m., plows into these guys who are running. I think there were 75 running. It was a large group, and he injured 25, and 5 of them are critically injured. His name is Nicholas Joseph Gutierrez. Now, right away, he was booked on attempted murder. Nobody died, thank goodness. But, I mean, he was booked on 5 counts of, I think, whatever counts of attempted murder with whatever special stuff of peace officers. And then it was dropped. And what I read a long article in the Los Angeles Times, and it took up my last free article. But basically what they said was that due to, and if you've been following like the Lori Vallow case, the people can say they want a speedy trial. If you arraign somebody and that you actually make them plead, not just arrest, but you actually arraign them, which is the pleading, then you have 48 hours to if you charge them, you have 48 hours to arraign them, and then they can ask for a speedy trial, and you only have so long to get that. These are serious charges. A felony, this type of felony murder type charge would, I think they have up to 3 years to the statute of limitations. Statute just means like the rules of limitations, obviously, to limit when you can sue somebody. So the statute of limitations is like 3 years for this type of felony. and they would want to do the most serious. They could undercharge him, like felonious assault or like using the car. They could do other lower charges, but they said then they're playing a game where he could get just convicted on those, and it's hardly anything. And those lower charges have a faster statute of limitations. So Nicholas Joseph Gutierrez is out right now. He is not charged, but they are looking into him, and likely he will be charged. So the thing is, they have to investigate. It's not like he had a gun and shot at people and they could say it's attempted murder. His car ran into a group of people. They don't I'm sorry. They're going to have to see, like, especially the telematics of the car. Did it look like he was braking, or did he accelerate into them? Is he claiming he had a medical problem? Does he have a history of passing out? It's going to be a thing. But we will probably hear more of them. But the weird thing, and why I put it with the sentencing of Darrell Brooks, was everybody was talking about Darrell Brooks' sentencing. Everybody was talking about him running into the parade. It's just weird that right at that same time, somebody else does this weird attack. And I don't know, was he looking for attention? Was he triggered by the Darrell? Like, did he get an idea? Who knows? What was his social media like? Was he being influenced to dislike police? People can get radicalized. That is a thing. Be careful about your social media and what nobody thinks they're going to be influenced, and everybody is able to be influenced. When you start getting feelings of anger or really strong reactions of things online, especially from strangers, assume that you are probably being triggered on purpose. United we stand, divided we fall. There's a whole bunch of people who want us divided. You know, there's something to be saying about, well, I want to listen to both sides. But if you're just arguing with people and getting pissed off by, they're such idiots, that is not doing you any good. And they might just be bots or trolls that are purposefully looking to divide. You know, and if you listen to enough things that said, these people hate you, these people hate you, you should hate these people, you should, if that becomes a daily diet of that, it can affect how you think. Lori Vallow probably wasn't. She was always like a little kooky and, you know, a little religious and, you know, but she took it to a whole new level when she got involved with whatever whatever, what's that girl's name? You know, the lady with the rainbow things. Julie Rowe and Jason Mao and Melanie Gibb and, you know, Chad. That whole whatever they were selling took it to a whole new level. I mean, I don't know who was, you know, zooming who in that case, but what I'm saying is be careful when you are consuming media that is making you feel very angry, very paranoid, very scared, very sad. It is time to turn on the Hallmark Channel or the Housewives or whatever makes you happy. Read a book. Knit something. Make a quilt. Anything. Just be careful. I would guarantee that if this is purposeful, that Nicholas Joseph Gutierrez has consumed some media that told him to hate police.